And we're back inside Time Warner Cable Arena. The Charlotte Checkers holding a 2-1 lead against the Rockford IceHogs. I'm pleased to be joined by the general manager of the Carolina Hurricanes, Mr. Jim Rutherford. You want to give us your analysis so far through 40 minutes and what you've seen from this game?
Well, this has been a very well-played game. It has a great pace to it. You know, the Checkers are the better team. Obviously, they should be ahead by a little bit more. And I like a lot of the players on the Checkers tonight. But the couple of guys that stand out are Nash and Bowman. I think they've had real good games, but I like this team a lot. Has a chance to obviously finish in first and have a real good run in the playoffs.
And they had a great run last year. Do you think they have the artillery, the firepower up front and on the D and the goaltending to do what they did last year, maybe even improve on the conference final run?
Yeah, they have a better chance to do it this year because they have a little more experience, a little more mature, and you know, a lot of things have to line up to get to the finals, but this is a team that has most of the things available to them to make it.
All right, I want to ask you if you could give us a state of the Canes. Obviously, coming out of the All-Star break, a lot of teams consistently assess their team. I'm sure you do it all the time. Where you sit right now, and there's a lot of rumors going around. You don't have to speculate on any of that stuff, but do you see as you get closer to the deadline, is your phone ringing more and more?
Well, you know, we started off, we had a really bad couple of months to start the season, and over the last 5 or 6 weeks, I like how our team's playing. We're in every game, we're playing hard every night, we're winning a lot more games, but some of the players that weren't doing well have stepped up now. So we had our scouting meetings, we had our coaching meetings, we had a meeting with the owner over the last couple of weeks. We've kind of analyzed the team. We know we still have some work to do. We need to add a couple of players, but I like what I see here in Charlotte right now, because if you look at what the Senators have done this year, they took their players from last year that really did well in the American Hockey League, and a bunch of those guys stepped up and their team became better. So we have a chance to do that.
Is it fair to say guys like Bowman and Dolphy and Boychuk and are NHL ready right now?
Well, I don't know if I want to say they're NHL ready. I think that Nash and Bowman are ahead of the other two guys now. The other two are really top prospects without question. But in order to play at our level, you really have to play consistent for 60 minutes. And that's what we're trying to get these guys to do when we bring them up and send them back down, get them a little bit of experience when they come up. But all those guys are good prospects.
Quickly, we have about 30 seconds. Can you just talk about Justin Falk and what a huge addition this kid is?
Well, he's unbelievable. I mean, we see him every night. I'm a little bit surprised that the national media that they haven't picked up on this guy as being one of the guys in the running for the Calder, because I don't think you could name me 4 or 5 defensemen in the history of the National Hockey League that can play 22, 23, 24 minutes a game against the other team's best players, and that's what Falk's doing now. He's had a great year. He's got a great future ahead of him.
He does have a great future, and hopefully the Checkers in the immediate future have something to do on the ice and maybe extend their lead. I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
The Checkers are up by a score right now of 2-1 going into the third period. Jason Shine, the broadcast booth, coming right back.